Hello and welcome everyone. In this video I want to share my first impression on India, the newly introduced nation in war selection. First of all, I want to recommend you that when you know you will play India in the Industrial Revolution, you should pick Western Asia for the medieval era. Having elephant houses already built by the time you need them is really helpful, and maybe you will want to rush with some elephant gunners in the medieval era, which can be upgraded to machine gun elephants later on. However, I do not recommend you to do this. Let's start with the first units. Upon reaching the first Industrial Revolution, you will immediately be able to recruit Sikhs in your barracks. The first industrial units that can be drafted, just like all the other infantry units of Asia in Bronze Age and Eastern and Western Asia during the medieval era. Up to 5 per barracks lets you quickly defend yourself against a cavalry rush, for example, or an enemy with elephant gunners from the medieval era. Overall, the Sikh unit is quite unique. While having a rifle with a strong melee attack, they are capable of building anti-tank hedgehogs, cutting down trees for food, disassembling enemy tank hedgehogs, destroying buildings, and flying to the moon. Okay, maybe I made the last one up, but you get the idea. This unit is so versatile, it will always be a good addition to your army, and most of you will agree with me just because you can draft the whole army of them in seconds. The second unit that will be available from the start in the Industrial Revolution is the elephant machine gun. Do not upgrade your leftover elephant gunners from the medieval era into machine guns. I don't know why, but it's a severe downgrade. With medieval gunner elephants melting towers in seconds, the machine gun elephants lose their melee attack, and it takes them ages to kill anything that is not an infantryman. The range is pretty good, but way higher than the line of sight. But for accuracy reasons, it's very good to get close anyway. And of course, your machine gun can shoot while the elephant is walking. A question some of you had surely been wondering. After researching mortars in your arsenal, which is sadly the only thing India can research in the arsenal, you will gain access to mortar elephants in your elephant houses. And those guys are ridiculously cool and fun to play. Just sending them to walk around while watching everything slightly hostile explode around these bad boys is so satisfying. Of course, as mortars, they are supposed to stay at range, but nothing stops you from blowing any undefended position up. Machine gun towers that were the bane of the medieval gunner elephants are just seconds away from being blown up. But for the title of most fun to use unit of India, we have one strong competitor. Unlocked in the factory upon reaching the second Industrial Revolution era, the Tiger Truck. Although the game suggests otherwise, this thing is called the Tiger Truck. Why? Because it magically produces up to 10 tigers inside and lets you spawn them all at once. These tigers are like heat-seeking missiles and attack anything that's not in your team. Letting one of these trucks unload on an enemy's depot surely ruins their workers' day. Besides attacking everything around them, they also let you control where they should go, making them a nice scout for your elephants in some cases, or they can just let you know what's waiting for you in the fog. To balance this squad of fearless cats, the magic can only last for so long. Then the tigers die and your truck produces the next load. The last unit, yes, India only comes with 5 units, is the wheeled tank. Combining the speed of an APC with the destructive force of a light tank gives you the wheeled tank. You can fire on the move and be a serious threat to any building that is not sealed off behind a wall. And if it is, well, you just blow that wall up and destroy it anyway. Probably the best choice for a sneaky backstab on an enemy capital. Just ignore the defeat window, it kinda ruins the fun of this clip. Important things about India to keep in mind. India has only the armored car blueprint to unlock in the first Industrial Revolution. So unless you want to build them, there's no point in building factories prematurely. Save your resources to progress further or build mortar elephants. The arsenal only allows to research mortars, nothing else. If you don't want to play the elephant mortars, first of all I recommend you go see a doctor. These guys are so much fun to play, how could somebody possibly not want to play them? But if the map makes traveling of larger units difficult and the enemy already has tons of APCs that kill your elephants as they spawn, you might want to skip on the arsenal. Unless you want to build battleships or machine gun towers. Food. India relies as heavily on food as Britain relies on iron. However, unlike Britain and the abstract country, India does not have access to building tractors, which makes gathering food for India not only an essential, but also a difficult task. If you can rely on fishing boats, try that as long as you can before some enemy player comes along with dreadnoughts and boom, it's over. At least you can build normal farms and send many more workers on one of those than on a goat farm. It might come in handy that the iron costs for your units are rather low and ships are not necessarily an option with Great Britain in the game. Possibly it can help to team up with somebody in your team who plays Great Britain and leave them your iron while in return they will defend your fishing boats. Just an idea. The last and possibly most important thing I almost forgot about India. You can increase your population limit by an extra 50 up to 300. No other country can do that so far, and it might really help with the fact that India lacks anything heavily armored. You have no access to tanks or anti-tank weapons other than a grenade launcher, so if you have no teammate who can hold the front line, you're basically screwed. If that happens though, try to build up balloon towers for vision and keep your mortar elephants close to the front. That's as far as I can go for today. Oh wait, make sure you clear the map around your workers of all animals, because once you spawn in your elephant mortars, they will try that and they will kill half your workers. Trust me on that one. I hope this video has helped you. Ask me any open questions in the comments below, and if you are looking for more information on Great Britain, just click the video in the outro. Thank you guys for watching and see you in the next one.